This is the brand new Mini-LED model from Hisense. We have the model 65 U7NQ here. With this we go through the first installation with you. So, select the language first and press the OK button, which is the button in the middle. Then we come to the next point, i.e. select the language. Now we can set up the TV via smartphone or via the TV. With the smartphone with the QR code, otherwise via the TV with the remote control. I choose via the TV. In the next step you have to choose the country, i.e. where exactly you are. And accordingly you choose the country. Note here that if you choose any country, the apps are also sorted accordingly. In other words, you no longer have the apps that you want, but the apps of the country that you choose. That is why it is also important that you do not only choose the right country for the apps, but also for the channels. I have Germany here, that fits, press the OK button and come to the next point. This is called the transmitter search. Here we go in and can choose the tuner next. We have satellite, antenna, or cable. Cable, as the name suggests, antenna would be terrestrial, satellite via the bowl. I have cable here, so I click on cable and click on continue. Now it is important that you choose standard here, that is extremely important. Because if you choose any provider here, you have no possibility to sort the channels afterwards. That means you get a prefabricated list. That's why always choose standard. Now we come to the next point. Here transmitters, which ones do we want? Do we want free or all transmitters? In the search mode we want digital, analog, or both or only digital. And when searching, we leave everything the same. Here we have analog TV, digital TV. And an extremely important point is LCN. And this should be on off. Because if you activate this, you can no longer sort the channels afterwards, but you only have the prefabricated list. That means you have to reset your TV completely, because you no longer get to this point. In the next point, select your Wi-Fi router and enter the password here. The great thing is that the TV is already looking for the transmitter in the background. Password entered. We click on connect. And we are connected to our network and can then start downloading the apps. Here is the note that the network consumes more power. In other words, we can switch the TV on and off via our network. Switching off would consume more power. You can also activate this in the menu at any time. We come to the next point. And here we have to be careful. We are not allowed to agree to everything here. Because if we agree to everything, we also have advertising and much more. And we don't want that. What I would definitely recommend here is the data protection guideline. Because if we don't click on it, we can't continue. And the end consumer license. And of course the account return. I would omit everything else here. And of course the voice service. We also want to control the TV with the voice and with Alexa. Then you have the option of creating an account, a return account. I don't want to do that. But you can do that here. I don't need everything. I click on skip. But you can still do that at any time. Then you will be asked if you really want to do that. If you want to skip that. Yes. In the next window you can rename the TV. So you know which TV it is. If you have several models, you can rename them. I leave living room TV here. And click on the OK button. This brings us to the next step. Here we are shown that Netflix is available and much more. What the TV can do. With the arrow key to the right we can end and skip the whole thing here. And now you see what I said. In the background, the TV has already started with the broadcast search. We are already at 36%. Broadcast search completed. It went pretty fast. Next, a new update appears. We have to install that. It takes a few minutes. But it is a very big update. It is downloaded first. And in the next step the whole thing is installed. A word about the broadcast search. It went pretty fast. You know that the broadcast search takes 10 to 15 minutes. In my case it only took 5 minutes. And the broadcasts were already downloaded. But there are a few points that you should consider. Do not click on everything. Otherwise you have also added advertising. The TV not only has advertising, but also knows exactly what you are watching. Accordingly, you also get the recommendations. If you do not want that, do not click on it. And a very important point is LCN. In retrospect, you no longer have the option to deactivate this function. That means you would have to reset your TV completely. And reinstall. The update was downloaded. And now it is verified. And after the verification, the TV should turn off and on again. You can now go to the next step. Turn off and on again. You are not allowed to pull the power plug here. Click on Restart. It takes a few minutes. Then the TV will turn on again. As I said, do not pull the power plug here. Otherwise it may be that the TV no longer works properly. Our TV has turned on again. And now the software update is started correctly. It takes a few minutes. So be patient. Update is done. Now the TV should turn off and on again. After that we have done everything successfully. A word about the updates. It is always advisable to update. What kind of software do I have here? There are not only security updates added. There are also new functions added. These can be great. From image improvement to other new functions. The TV has turned on. And that's it with the first installation. Here you can see what we still have to do. Or a small hint. Now the window appears again. And here the same. Do not select everything. Only what you need. This is the data protection guideline. And that's it. Then click on Agree. Everything else is not needed. We do not need everything. If we click on Agree, we can start with the TV. We will provide you with many more guides in the next few days. Subscribe to our channel. Then you are always up to date. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.